Hello, beautiful women, and welcome to another episode of Claimed. I am recording this episode from just like a random spot outside near my co-working space. I decided to do this kind of ad hoc without an agenda and just when I feel called to share, just like I do with my girlfriends, by the way, which is the easiest thing for me, instead of like scripting stuff, getting into the room, whatever. I'm done with that. Anyways, so today I wanted to tell you, just like I would to my girlfriends, about a photo shoot that I've done yesterday. And it was a photo shoot for my, obviously claimed, my business, but it was also a photo shoot for me. It was quite spontaneous. I have done a personal styling certification course in October, and through that, I have connected with a few stylists and just a community of amazing stylists. And I felt cool to do a photo shoot. Last photo shoot I did was about 2.5 years ago. And so I kind of felt like it was time, I wanted to play around. I wanted to, see what happens. Quite a few years back this was before Claimed, when I was figuring out what to do with my life and who I am and what do I want and stuff. I did a few sessions. With a coach, and I was also discovering, and I realized that what I love is a creative production process. In my past life, I was an email marketer, but always on the side, what I was doing, like helping my ex-boyfriend create like amazing music videos and organizing. And I loved the final product. And when I had my first podcast, when I was interviewing men, I just loved that branding and the creation side of it. I did like a photo shoot. I asked 4 of my male peers to come on board and take their shirts off, and then would paint their eyes black. And then when I started Girl Skill, I did this photo shoot, and I was very inspired of Women Who Run with the Wolves book. And then I asked one guy who was a digital artist to do some sort of manipulation, and the images are still online. And I was doing the shoot in Brazil, I remember, digital manipulations of me running and then the wolves, or how I'm staring at a wolf's face. That was my cover for a long time for Girl Skill. And then when it came to Claimed, I did a photo shoot where it was very powerful. It was the first time when I hired a hair and makeup artist. Went to a studio, went to a hotel. It was really cool. It was less like manipulation, but it was very powerful. That whole Claimed image of me, having my hand to my chin and then in a blazer, which is strings, my husband's blazer, very powerful. And I loved it. So I always loved that kind of, when you come together, get some outfits. And in every single photo shoot, by the way, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just trusting, okay, what kind of outfits I'm going to get? Where's it going to be? Locations, what kind of a photographer should I, it was all kind of random. And this time it was a little bit different, but it was quite random as well, because I just trusted my intuition and trusted the process. So how this photo shoot happened, and I kid you not, this was by far my best experience when it comes to photo shoots and the whole experience of it. So I connected to this amazing stylist, Lisa, who suggested that, she does it for free for me because she wanted to experience a photo shoot and gain more experience. And I said, hey, I want to do this for branding, blah, blah. And she messaged me and said, let's do it. And I said, okay. So she lives 2 hours away from me. She also said that she's going to be inviting her friend, also a peer. She's also a stylist, is an assistant stylist, Heather. Heather is incredible. Hello, Heather. And then she also found the photographer and also a makeup artist. And so, hello, Danica. Hello, Jeremy. Jeremy was my photographer. And so, I think we did 2 polls with Lisa. I told her what I want, kind of my vision. And then she put together outfits, and she coordinated the team and stuff. So for me, this was so amazing, because before I was doing that, and now I had a stylist. So if you are planning to do a photo shoot, if you have a business, or if you're my client, that I will ask you to do actually a boudoir photo shoot in module 3. Having a photo shoot is such an incredible experience. It just, something happens when the camera captures you. And obviously there's hair and makeup and outfits. And if you have a stylist, it just takes you to the next level. So here we are, they're arriving to my house, 2 stylists and a hair and makeup girl, and she put together all the outfits. They're bringing a clothing rack, and I'm just sitting there being wow, this is incredible. I don't need to think about anything, right? So I show her my closet. They put together, they start steaming the outfits. There's 5 pairs of shoes, 6 belts, jewelry boxes, and I'm freaking loving it. And Danica's doing my makeup and my hair, and I just feel like a queen. I was Danica and I were joking, like, I wish that as women, we could just do it every day, you know, roll out of bed, sit in a makeup. There was like a makeup chair, sit in a makeup chair, and somebody would like do your makeup and hair, and people would prepare your outfits. I mean, I know celebrities probably do that. Well, maybe not every day, but anyways, you know, a girl's got a dream. Yeah, so we all did that for like 2 hours. Then we got into the car and we went to the beach. There's this beautiful location here where I live in Byron Bay called Watercoast Beach. I mean, the photographer there, everything was like just so well organized. Then we got in and, you know, they had a few outfits and stuff. And I put on my first one and it was like kind of awkward, you know, you first sit and you're like, oof, like what should I do with myself, you know? And the Heather started talking to me. There was a bit of music and I'm like, So we kind of got into it very slow, but then magic happened. So the first outfit, the orange outfit, the girls liked, but I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like I sat down on the rocks, I kind of got into it. By the way, I wanted to get a vodka seltzer before my photo shoot because I thought I was nervous, but I actually wasn't. I think the part I was unsure about is you're put on the spot, and there were 4 people there just for me, and kind of just being there, you know, and the experience, like that in itself, I think is such an up level. And that's why I recommend doing a boudoir photo shoot for many reasons. One of the reasons is that you're being seen and somebody else is looking at you through a camera and capturing who you are. So if you haven't done a boudoir photo shoot or a photo shoot for yourself, do yourself a favor and do it. I've done it many times now, so I can speak from experience. And of course, you can level it up, right? First, you might have just a photographer do your own makeup. Then you can have a makeup girl, and then like me, you can have 2 stylists, not one. And then the second outfit was really cool. So imagine beach and rocks. It's so beautiful. And I had like a black blazer, which is my husband's suit blazer. And underneath, I was wearing like a beautiful, sexy bodysuit. And then I was wearing Heather's boots on the beach, and there was a chair. And oh my God, it was so fucking sexy. And I just got into it, you know. I sat down, I went on the rocks, like it was so cool. And I don't know, I remember thinking like, I'm just going to go for it. I tried doing different poses and kind of starting to get into it. But oh boy, things got crazy with the third outfit. And it was amazing because like he's got like his professional thing and he takes a photo and we immediately can see it on the screen, right? And then you can see what's working, what's not working. So we had 4 different outfits. The third outfit, Lisa brought in her like a tulle big blue skirt. And then we'll put up at one top and then another top. And something wasn't working about this skirt. I wasn't sure. We put on, you know, this like, how should I describe it? Like a silver glamour disco top, very crop top, kind of made of gemstones or whatever. And then I had my own silk black kind of long skirt. And I put that on. And then in my styling journey, I know that there's no such thing as too many accessories. It's just what you're comfortable with. And I love these images, like going over the top with accessories. And I told Heather, and I know she had like 4 different boxes of just jewelry and chains and things. And I was like, Heather, let's go over the top. So here I am in this top and the black skirt. And I was literally, there was like pearls and chains, probably like 3 to 4 chains, pearls, things like big earrings, things on my hands, things on my ankle. And I just went for it and I got so excited. There was this moment, which was my favorite moment. There was excitement and the girls and all of us, we were like in this moment where we don't know what we're doing, but the energy, the creative flow is taking us there and we're going for it. And I was the director of this vision, you know, because the girls were there for me. And I'm like, let's just try. And the lesson here that I want to share with you is that had I not done this, I would have just been in a photo shoot in that blue pale skirt. That just wasn't working for me. First I said, it's not working for me. And then I changed and then I said, oh my God, let's go over the top and just try. And I allowed myself to get out of my comfort zone, to be vulnerable, to just really try, because what's the worst thing that can happen? But I know it's very hard for a lot of women because you're like, oh my God, what are the stylists going to think? What is the photographer going to think? Is it too much? Is it over the top? You know? So I went for it and I was so excited. And then it was like, bam, he started to take pictures of me. I got on my hands and knees. I started to move. I started to do things with my hands. I started to do like wild faces. And holy shit, those photos, I'm telling you, they need to be in covered magazines. If anyone here works at Harper's Bazaar, a Vogue, what are the other magazines, Marie Claire, like whatever, you see these images, you need to contact me because somebody's going to pay for these images for them to be on covers of magazines. Actually, part of why I did this photo shoot is because I woke up one day when I really felt into my desire and what I want, and this is, I guess, my declaration to the world, I'm like, I want to be on magazine covers. I've got what it takes. And now I've solidified that because the guys were telling me you're natural. And the images that we created when I followed my intuition and allowed the external world and people and everything to pick that up and go, I'm like, this is fucking incredible. I'm going to make, like I told String, we're going to put it on like a huge canvas. Oh my God, I can't, like there was one photo where I'm moving, it's from the back, I'm moving and I'm wearing a belt, by the way, which has a chain, but the chain is in the form of snake or like vertebrae. And as I'm moving there's just the chain on my back and it's moving with me. And it's kind of like takes the curves of my spine. Oh my God, it's like blowing my fucking mind. Anyway, so that happened. And then we had the last outfit, which was just like a white blazer dress it was not my favorite, but it was great. And so, oh my God, this whole experience elevated me, opened all of my chakras. And I'm like buzzing with energy, with connection, with depth and flow. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to release it. By the time you see this video, the photo shoot is going to be out. And I'm telling you, get ready because Anna is going to shake this world.